Hello, I'm Katy Flower. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Lovely to have you back. So today, it's not really a class. It's actually going to be a little mini tutorial because I get asked a lot about side crow and how to get into side crow, have it broken down a little bit. So this is sometimes something that I cover in my membership. I'll do mini tutorials or we'll break things down more in a class. But I get asked quite a lot about it, so I thought I'd pop one on this channel as well. So if you enjoy this, please hit the subscribe button. That would be wonderful. Let me know how you get on. Maybe even tag me in your side crow attempts. So we're going to have a go working towards it, and I'm going to give some different options as well as we go through. So side crow, you're going to begin on your toes. So a nice toe squat down here. Knees are together. And the first option, hopefully you can see, I'm going to turn at a slight angle for this first bit. So we're going to twist to the side. So it's a twisting motion as well. And this can sometimes be sort of the first challenge. So we're going to be twisting. So I'm twisting towards the right. And then you're wanting to be able to reach down to the floor. So like I said, that might already be a challenge in itself. So what you can do is use blocks underneath the hands. That's going to bring the floor a little bit closer. So you can have blocks, or if you've not got blocks, books or something, just similar sort of heights. So that's going to bring the floor a bit closer for you to grab onto. Okay, so if you're coming there or to the floor, you're then going to think about those hands on the floor. This is really important, and this is for any arm balance. The fingertips want to be spread nice and wide, and you've got to imagine that the fingers are like little spider's legs, which is not cool if you don't like spiders like me, but we're going to have them kind of bent at the knuckles and gripping that floor. So that's not only going to take some of the weight out of the wrist, the little vulnerable wrist joints, but it's going to help with our balance. It's going to counterbalance us. So really important. So we don't just want passive hands just flopping around. We want them to be nice and active because that's going to help. So thinking about that, this left elbow is going to be on the inside of that right knee. And then the first variation of your side crow is to have the right elbow resting on the inside of that right hip. So this is going to be a little bit more stable. Okay, and then it's a case of shifting your weight. So you might just start by practicing shifting that weight and see how it feels. And then when you begin to feel a bit braver, you're going to keep looking down at the floor and see if you can shift the weight even more so that you come up onto the tiptoes. And then maybe you just counter that weight until the feet lift off the floor and you take flight. Woo! So it's just a case of shifting that weight a little bit more each time. So building this strength in the arms, keeping everything nice and tucked in and nice and compacted together. Now, option 2, to make it more challenging, is to not have this arm resting on anything. So not having the hip on this arm. So I'll try and show you. So that arm is just going to be using its strength, and we're just resting on this left arm here. So that's the next progression. And then you can do things with the legs if you want to, as you've become more sort of confident in this one. So you can begin to straighten out the legs. You can play around with different scenarios there and see how you get on. So you can tell it takes a lot of effort, a lot of strength, but give it a go. Use those blocks to bring that floor closer. Maybe even use the blocks if you're scared of face planting. You could pop a block there so that you feel like you're not going to face plant that far. I personally find side crow less scary for the face plant. Normal crow, going forward, I feel like you've got a little bit further to go. Side crow isn't too bad if you were to fall, I'll show you. So if you were to fall, it's just going to be to here. It's not too scary. So maybe even have a go at some falls just to see how you get on and get over that fear. But yeah, let me know how you get on. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love you to tag me in your attempts on social media, and I shall see you on the next video.